Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the KV-2, it's the Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Ruinberg Encounter and it's under the command of Yankee Dog 12. Game started. Well, this is part of our coronavirus special. Yes, our Derp coronavirus, and our tank now has a slight addition on the rear. Yes, made in China, play World of Tanks. Well, it's the Derp coronavirus special. It's got that coronavirus quarantine on the side, and it's specially created by Sir Rusty. So if you want to actually put this on your vehicle, on your KV-2, then there's a link in the description down below the video, and you can download the skin and then apply it to your KV-2. Very simple, no problem at all. Well, the KV-2's got a 152mm howitzer as its main armament. It's basically a KV-1 hull with an enlarged turret, and the howitzer is capable of 910 alpha, penetrating 86mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 3.66 meters. But it also has a rather long reload, 20.71 seconds. Now he's carrying a few AP rounds as well as the HE. And just across the way we see a VK3601H. Oh, good shot! He actually managed to hit him for 338 hit points, even though that VK was getting in the way. The AP rounds, I was just about to mention, they'll do 700 alpha and can penetrate 110mm of armour, so you can get kills with that if you can penetrate the enemy tank. Okay, the VK is still there. He just doesn't want to come out in front of a fully loaded KV-2. And the T1 Heavy takes a round for 215. You can see where the shell from the VK3601H actually went screaming over the top of the engine deck, but didn't penetrate it. Just gouged a line along the edge. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. And he didn't take a chance at that shot there because it probably would have been wasted. And this VK3001H is kind of getting in the way actually. He's stopping Yankee Dog from actually doing what he can do best, which is to derp the enemy. Comes around the corner trying to get a shot, and the VK is trying to pull back, and he doesn't want to block him, but he can't get any damage if this VK is constantly blocking him. So I think he's decided to turn around and head back along this street, because there's a T-3485 that's just come up around and looks like he's attacking our KV-1. Okay, we're going to see if we can deal with that T-34. One round into his rear for 308 hit points. Doesn't wipe him out though. He has killed the KV-1, but it looks like he's been tracked. We bounce around from him. Oh, and that was a round from the AMX-13F3, and it hits our, or the AMX-13AM, it hits the front plate. And we take another round from the T-3485, but he's now out the game. Where did that round from the T-34 go? Oh, it went just underneath the mantlet, which is in the weak spot. Okay, we've now got an M4A1. Our S35CA gets taken out by the Hummel, and he stuns us. Ouch! Hit by both the M4 and the AMX-13AM again. And as he pulls back, we can see that the undershot from the Arty very accurately hit the front plate. Okay, so he's decided he's going to go down this way because he's less chance of being hit by Arty whilst he's behind this wall. Looks like the T1's trying to push him into the action as well. Yeah, he's coming up behind it. Look, the T1 is blocking him. That guy's already been massively damaged. You can see the holes all over the front of his vehicle. And now he's trying to do the same to the KV-2 by blocking him. What's he thinking? You'd think that somebody who's got 2 marks on their barrel would actually know better. And there's the VK again. And our VK is still being a bit of a problem. puts around into the T1 Heavy and gets a nice amount of damage, 273, but we did take a hit from the T1 Heavy for 111. And we can't really move back because the VK in front of us is being a bit of a nuisance, blocking us going forwards. We're almost loaded anyway. And we kill the VK3601H. Now we can turn around and come back out of that little spot. Our VK3001H is asking to get wiped out by the enemy if he keeps doing that. In fact, now he's lost another load of hit points and he's gone. Yep, that was predictable. And there goes the T1 Heavy. If only he'd let Yankee Dog get on with that earlier, they wouldn't be one tank down. Okay, we're pushing on. As it is an encounter game, it's always about this cap. And that T1 Heavy is on fire. T1 Heavy, the T34 is on fire, and he's gone up. We're still one tank down. We just lost another one. It's our Type 64. Looks like their light tanks are having a go at our Arty, which we may be about to lose. Well, they lost their wheelie. He was taken out by our SU-8, but the SU-8 was killed by the enemy Achilles, and we've now just lost our M41 as well. So it's not looking too good because we're now down to just 3 tanks against 6 enemies. So 2-1 is the odds. The enemy Hummel's being dealt with by the T1 Heavy on our team. And he got derped by him. He's been shotgunned, and now we're all alone against 6 enemies. We're sitting in the cap. They're all going to be headed this way because they know where we are, and they can see the scoreboard. They know that we're the only one left. Here comes the Hummel, and he tries to shotgun us as well, but fails. And of course that means he's going to go. Yep, nice shot. Now it's 1 against 5. And the enemy Arty is still trying to fire in, so Yankee Dog's decided it's better for him not to be in the cap and actually to hunt the enemy down. But he's turned around. Oh, enemy guerrilla's been spotted. Let's see if he can take this guy out. Steady. Yep, got him. That's a Pascucci's. He did take some damage. It was only 62 hit points, not a huge amount. And that AMX ELC is now capping, but he's very low on hit points. He will try to fire at us, and I suspect he's probably got the 75mm. Oh, he's got the 90mm. At least I think he has. And now he's back in the garage. Nice shot. And he's got a top gun. And the Achilles is behind him with the 17-pounder. He managed to escape out of that one. It's now 1 against 3. That Achilles is a one-shot as well. We just need a shell in the breach. We've almost done it. Yes! Oh, that was good. Now it's 1 against 2. And the only other tank is a KV-1. And the Arty is the AMX-13AM, who was so successful at getting shots into our front at the start of the battle. So it's just a question of finding them. Now, is the MX-13 round the corner? I don't think so. In fact, actually, somebody's just told him that the KV-1 is full health, and he's not very happy about that. Now, of course, the Derp Coronavirus Special was created to amuse you with some derp action. We all want you to stay safe and play World of Tanks, and I hope this does keep you amused during the lockdown. Whilst you're stuck at home, there's something to watch, and of course these are great battles. The KV-2 is always good for a laugh. Well, he's waiting for the enemy to go to the cap. They're going to have to go eventually. It's an encounter game, so it does take twice as long to cap out. And there's the KV-1, and he's not full health, but he is close. 674 hit points. He could, if he got a penetration, he could take him out with one shot. But he'd need a pen to do it, and more than likely he wouldn't get a pen. Just a question of how accurate he is with that howitzer. I think the KV-1 must know that he's here, and that's why he didn't go round to the cap. Either that or the KV-1 thinks he's back there in that corner. Oh, he started capping. Because he can't see where Yankee Dog is. He will now. In fact, he must know where he is now. His sixth sense has gone off. Here we go. And he doesn't kill him with one shot, but he, well, severely damages him. And it appears that the KV-1 is a bit of a noob because he's not even responding. He's just sitting there. Just waiting for the reload to go through. And he started capping again. No, the AMX-13 has already turned up as well. He might get some shots from this KV-1. I can't see which gun he's got, but I think it might be the 76mm. And he's trying to tempt the KV-2 to come out around so that the AMX-13AM can get a shot at him. There he is. He's going to try and reverse side scrape on this corner and put around into the KV-1, avoiding a shot from the AMX-13AM in the process. Oh, the AMX-13 tried a shot, came around the corner. He's only got a 105mm gun, but he is very accurate, that guy. Okay, we'll have another go. And this time, oh, the AMX-13AM gets a big hit. And there goes the KV-1. He made a big mistake there. And that's a Radley Walters. And all he's got to do now is reload and chase after that AMX-13AM or get in the cap. Well, he's going to have to chase him because he's now hasn't got enough time to cap out. And here comes the AMX. Oh! And that is a Radley Walters, a Dumitru's, and a Kolobanov. 6 versus 1, and he wins. Well done, Yankee Dog. And let's have a look at the end of battle results. It's an ace tanker for Yankee Dog 12 in the KV-2. He managed to get a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. A bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 30 in this one, would you believe it? A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. And a FIFO effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Out of the epic medals, he got the medal that everyone would like to get. The Kolobanov stood alone against at least 5 enemies, in this case 6 enemies, and he won. He beat them all. He killed them all. He also managed to get a Radley Walters Medal for killing at least 8 enemies. He got 9. A Dumitru's for killing 3 enemy Arty. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And that was a very good carry for his team. The rest of the guys really do owe him, especially that VK3001H, who was actually preventing him from playing properly for the start of the game. But as a result, yes, he's managed to carry the team to victory. Let's have a look at the team scores. 3,758 hit points of damage. He was the only person over 2,000 hit points, the only person over 3,000 hit points. The next high scorer was the AMD 178B on the enemy team with 1,527 hit points, and after that his own Fifi, the 105 FH18B2, managed to get 1,428 hit points. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest number, 9 kills. The next high scorer was the Achilles with 4, the T1 Heavy with 2, and the AMX-13-105AM, the last guy to be killed, with 2 kills. When it came to base XP, he's streets ahead of the rest, and this was a very worthy ace tanker. 1,819 base experience points from that one. The next high scorer was the Fifi on his team with 615. That's almost a third of the total he's got. 584 for the T3485, and that's definitely less than a third, and very well deserved to Yankee Dog 12. Let's have a look at the detail report. 16 shots fired, 14 direct hits, 7 penetrations, 7 splash, damage of 3,758 hit points, all of it at close range. he received 10 hits from the enemy, so he was only one shot off getting a steel wall as well. 4 penetrations, 2 non-penetrations and 5 hits by way of splash damage. He also blocked damage of 400 hit points in total. Spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 9 and did 122 hit points of damage assistance. Plus he got 10 defense points because he reset the cap whilst they were capping. On a free-to-play account, he earned 39,452 credits from the game, got 50,000 credits from personal mission payout, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, still walked away with a profit of 68,816 credits for that game. 1,819 base XP times 2 for the first victory took away 3,638 altogether. That really was an excellent carry. I've seen a few Kolobanovs in the KV-2 and some of them you think actually it was the person was very lucky, but Yankee Dog actually was extremely careful not to let this one get away, and he knew that the enemy had to come and cap eventually because otherwise they were going to lose. They didn't want the KV-2 to cap all on his own and take the win. They had to come to the cap to finish the game, and of course that made them exposed to him, and he was able to take them out, but did so without actually sustaining huge amount of damage. It was just that MX-13AM who was very effective at actually putting damage into him, and so yes, he did suffer a bit from that guy, but he did prevail in the end and carried his team. Well done, Yankee Dog. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.